Thanks to this video by NASA Stereo A, we can see the explosive Devil Comet getting its tail ripped off by a solar storm days before its close approach to the Sun. The Comet 12P, Pons-Brooks, is on the far left, and it was recently bombarded by a surprise coronal mass ejection. Jupiter is also visible in the new video of the event, as we can see. That's a huge coronal mass ejection. The surprise coronal mass ejection recently smashed into the comet 12P Pons-Brooks. It briefly caused the Devil Comet to lose its tail, and a NASA spacecraft caught the whole thing on camera. So the explosive Devil Comet, blasted by the gigantic plasma wave from the Sun, which temporarily blew away its dusty tail, a NASA spacecraft capturing the epic encounter in a new video also featuring a cameo of the distant Jupiter. Comet 12P Pons-Brooks, 12P for short, is a green cryovolcanic comet with a nucleus 10.5 miles across, or 17 kilometers across. It occasionally erupts, shooting an icy mixture of gas and dust into the solar system whenever it soaks up too much of the Sun's radiation. And when this happens, its coma, the cloud of particulates that surround the nucleus, expands and becomes much brighter. In the past, this bright cloud had been mist-shaped from within, giving the comet a pair of horns that earned it its sinister nickname, the Devil Comet. However, these horns have been absent from the recent outbursts. Comet 12P orbits the Sun once roughly every 71 years on a highly elliptical or outstretched trajectory. And because of that, the comet spends most of its life in the outer reaches of our cosmic neighborhood, out of sight from our telescopes. But it's currently making its last dash towards our Sun. It'll reach its closest point to our home star, known as perihelion, today, Sunday, April 21st. And it will then slingshot around our home star, back outwards towards the edge of the solar system, and if it's not first burned up by the close encounter. On April 12th, the comet was bashed by a massive cloud of plasma known as a coronal mass ejection, CME, from the Sun that exploded from our Sun without warning. As according to space weather reports, the incident triggered a disconnected event in which the comet's dusty tail was temporarily blown away by the solar storm before later regrowing. NASA's Solar Terrestrial Relations Observatory Stereo A spacecraft, and this is the video from there, which has been keeping a close eye on the comet as it nears perihelion, caught the plasma bombardment in the striking video. And in this footage, 12P appears to be moving closer to Jupiter, even though the two bodies are millions of miles apart, before the CME billows towards them and strips the comet of its tail. Disconnection events are rare, but become more likely the closer a comet gets to the Sun. A similar thing happened to Comet Nishimura on September 2023, when a CME blew away the comet's tail in its slingshotting around the Sun, just like Comet 12P will do this week. And in January 2023, an astrophotographer captured time-lapse footage of the same thing happening to the green comet C 2022 E3. And this is not the first time 12P has been spotted in proximity to another celestial body on its journey through the inner solar system. The explosive comet has also been photographed flying past the crimson-colored Crescent Nebula in January, and was live-streamed as it zoomed past the Andromeda Galaxy in March. There's also hopes that 12P might make an appearance during the recent total solar eclipse. However, it proved to be extremely difficult to spot as the moon temporarily blocked out our home Sun. And if you want to see Comet 12P for yourself, now is the best time to do it. From across the US, the comet should be visible to the naked eye, low in the west about an hour after sunset over the next few nights. And you can also check skylive.com to know exactly where to look, and using a pair of good stargazing binoculars will boost your chances of seeing the comet before it disappears for another 7 decades. This is on Science, Life Science by Harry Baker. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.